So this video is going to be me telling you questions you should ask your spouse, someone you intend to marry, either Muslim, Christian, or any religion that you are in. These questions are important for whichever religion that you are. I'm saying this religion because you might feel, okay, she might be referring to just Muslims, but these questions that go all around. They are important questions, and if this is for you, please stay till the end and do well to subscribe after watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maimuna, popularly known as Black Arab, and this is your first time here. Please do well to join the family, subscribe, share the channel to your family and friends and all of that. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for the constant love and support. I love you guys so much. So the first question you should ask is, what are you worried about in this relationship that we are in? It is very important. You might feel, why do I need to ask my spouse what he or she is worried about when we are spouses? But it's very important to note that before you go into marriage, you must have been a thing, an item, and there must have been some things you or him must have been doing that you both don't like, but you're not talking about. So if you feel you want to take the huge step of getting married, you need to ask yourself what you are worried about in the relationship, and that way you are going to be able to curb things. You're going to be able to trash things out before you enter into marriage, into the institution. Why I'm saying this is, if you don't do that, it will become an issue when you get married. It will become an issue that you now feel you can't solve because you already feel he has been doing it before I even got married to him. So why would you want to stop? Do you understand what I'm saying? But if you've talked about it and you've trashed it out, if you are fine with it, you know that, okay, you've trashed it out, you've solved it, and you can go into it. But if you are not fine with it, that's an avenue for both of you to know that, okay, this step we're about to take, that's the marriage, is not for us. Do you understand? So that's a very important question to ask. It's very important. Don't just let the idea of want to get married get over your head and then you forget to ask such important question, because that's what is going to make or mar your marriage. Another very important question you should ask yourself is, what's our finances like? Do you get? Because when you get married, you get to know that love is not everything. You need money to solve a lot of things I'm talking out of experience. If you are having issue with money and you guys love each other 100%, just be sure that if something is not being done to find a way to elevate that part where the money is lacking, like you trying to get a job or trying to work towards getting the money, the love is going to be diminishing. The love is going to diminish. Oh my goodness, the love is going to diminish, and that is not because you want it to diminish. It's just because you just find yourself thinking all sorts of things, and you guys fighting on things that you know that normally you wouldn't be fighting on. So you should ask yourself before you get married, what are your finances like? The man should be able to say, okay, these are my finances, this is what I make in a month, this is the total of it, this is what I aspire to do, and all of that. And the female too should be able to be like, okay, I'm not just going to be okay. And for the female, there are some female that want to be housewives, like full housewife. Then if you want to be full housewife, you should have discussed it with your husband, and it should be something both of you agree with. It should be like, okay, yeah, I don't mind you being my full. Some guys are even the one that bring it on that I want you to be a full housewife, I'll be paying you so and so salary. So that's where the finances come in, because if your spouse is not someone that has the money to be able to give you salary, like just cater for you in all ramification, how are you going to be able to achieve that when you decide to just be a full housewife? So if you've discussed that, it's going to make sense. That's for you being a full housewife. For you not even being a full housewife, you need to discuss as a female, okay, these are the jobs I feel I would be good at if you don't have a job that you are doing. And then you guys will work towards achieving that, making that attainable, so that even if money is not coming from one source, it will be coming from another source, or even if it is coming from both sources, both of you will be contented and satisfied because money is coming out from two sources. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you even have a job as a female, it's just going to be, okay, this is my job, this is what I make, and yeah, I think I should be fine with that. So it is very important, and it's very important to also talk about, okay, how do you want to do future savings and future expenses or investments and all of that. It's very important because money is very important in a marriage. I'm talking out of experience. It is very important. So that's number 2. Another very important question to ask your spouse is there any like disease in your family? Because bear in mind that you guys are coming together, you're going to get intimate at some point in your marriage, and you're going to pass on some things on to each other. It is very important to be aware if it's something you should, try to curb. It's something you can curb before the marriage. If it's something you can't deal with, by discussing that, you know that, okay, I've discussed that and this is why I'm not getting married to this person. Or it is something like, okay, we've discussed that and I don't mind. So that even if it does not pass it to you or she does not pass it to you, if the person is, at some point, a disease can just like come out and start giving you guys issue. And you start feeling, you did not tell me that you have this generational stuff in you now. Look, our money is going into all this and I'm not prepared for this. To cause issue if you guys are not aware of it. Now, think about when you give birth. Because there are some diseases that are hereditary or something. Imagine you did not discuss about it and you did not find a way to, if you guys now, you have it, one of you have it, then you now decide to get married. And you guys did not talk about it and you give birth, and now your child is now going through such thing, you will not be happy, and such thing can either lead to issues in the marriage. Some issues you might be able to like solve, and some you might not even be able to solve. So it's very important to ask such questions. If it's that madness that is running your family, it's better you are honest, because you guys are planning to get married. So why wouldn't you be honest with your spouse? Do you understand what I'm saying? So please do well to ask this question. Do you have any disease that is hereditary in your family or not? So the next one, this one is going to be up and close. Do you want to have kids? It's very important to ask such questions, because some people don't want to have kids, or some people don't want to have kids immediately they get married. Some people want to wait till 2, 1, 4, whatever years to like get to know each other. So if you guys did not discuss that, and one of you want to have kids immediately and the other want to wait for 2 to 3 years, you know that's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue, and you just feel, why is this even causing an issue? Do you get? And you just feel, why did I not even ask before? But you're already inside. So some people just feel, I can't take it, I can't do these things, it can't be solved. Divorce. Do you get? And all of that spiel. But if it's something you've discussed before and two of you be able to come into a compromise that, okay, you want kids after 2 years, or you want immediately, okay, let's reach a compromise, 1 year or something that will both suit both of you, and if both of you see that, okay, you can't compromise, then you're going to go your separate ways. That way you are not putting a burden on someone else, and you're not even affecting someone else's life. Do you understand? It's very important. So this one is, are you religious? How religious are you? This question is very important, because you find out that when you get married, you start seeing the person for who they are. Because it's a forever thing. You can't keep hiding. At some point, whatever thing you are doing, whatever thing you are hiding is going to be all out for the world to see, your partner to see. So just imagine you've been lying, or you are not honest right from time. It's going to come out. So it's better you ask your partner that, are you religious? If you feel, okay, he's a Muslim, he's a devout Muslim, he's a devout Christian, and then you now get married, and you're not seeing the opposite of that, because they can't hide forever. You now start feeling, but I thought it's better to not find yourself in that situation. It's better to like ask such question before you get married. That way, I thought it's not going to be coming into the equation. It's just going to be, okay, let's find a solution, or okay, I can't deal, and you go your separate ways. So last but not the least, there are a lot of questions I have written down, but I just feel so it's not get boring and all of that. Last but not the least is all what I've said. You know, you are trying to get married to someone. They will definitely want to impress you. They want to woo you. They want to show that, yes, let me be the perfect person for this person. We have seen situations like that, where you end up getting married and within 2 months you divorce each other and all of that. So the last one is not a question. The last thing I'll advise is like an advice I'll give you, is you that are watching this, is after asking all those questions and plenty other questions you might have, it is very important to make your own research about the person. Don't just believe whatever someone tells you because you guys are spouse and you're getting prepared to get married. You will find out that there are plenty of things you don't know about your spouse until you get married. So it's better to be prepared for it than to be shocked and disappointed and surprised when you're into it already and you feel, okay, there's no escape route, there's nothing I can do, and you start getting depressed, or at the long run you end up divorcing. So it's always good to make your research. Very important. Ask his friends, ask his families, his co-workers. See how you relate with other people. Be sure of everything. When you are sure, when you've seen, because there is no how someone wants to be a bad person or a good person that they will be able to hide it all from their friends or people they relate with on a daily basis before you came into their life or something. There will be someone that will be able to say, okay, this is it about this person. There will be another person that will be able to say, that will say something different, entirely different from what person A has said. Do you understand? So it's very important to make your own research and be sure of, okay, I'm fine with this research and it is in line with what I've heard from him, so, or from her, so let me just, go on. And you see that things, mind you, that does not mean after asking all these questions, you would not meet some other challenges in the marriage. There are challenges you meet and you face in the marriage. But if you have these questions down, if you've asked all these normal questions, all these basic questions, it's the other thing that will be coming in, other challenges that you'll be facing is going to be, you'll be able to solve it or pass through it together, because you know and trust your person. You know who you are doing this partnership or this marriage with. Do you understand? If you get to this point of the video, please do well to subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And if you have any question for me, you feel okay I should talk about, please drop them in the comment section, and see you later. Bye.